All right, I hope everybody enjoyed the first part of our learning management systems training. And now this is the fun part, the part where we're going to get our laptops out and we're going to practice logging into our new LMS fax system. And if you can see here, I've already went to fax, FACTS, mgt.com. That's our school's web system. Everybody should be used to going to that website for you to log in. So the first thing that you would do is in your top right corner, you would go to school login. When that drop down box comes up, you want to do student information system, SIS. Once you do that, if it hasn't already populated your information in, you want to go ahead and put your school's district code in. Our district code is CH-GA, and then your username, whatever username you set up with the LMS facilitator, typically is your first initial, your last name, and then your password. For my computer, my username and password is already saved in there because I've done this before. So you're going to go ahead and put your information in, and once you've done so, you're going to go ahead and click log in. Once you do that, it should bring you to your school, Chapel Hill Christian School, and then the particular school you're in. Right now we haven't updated our system to put in the upcoming school year, so it's still on last year's school year, quarter 4. You should see your initials at the top right hand corner. Go ahead and click those initials. All right, once you see your initials, you want to again you can click on the 9 little squares at the top, and we're going to go through this one by one so I can let you know what these icons are. The icon that you're going to use most frequently is your classroom. We'll spend a lot of time on each one of these icons, but right now I'm just going to give you a brief overview on the ones that you'll be using immediately. The first one you're going to be using most often is your classroom. Go ahead and click on that. Once you click on your classroom, you want to go ahead and select a term. I just put in quarter 4 because it works. I know it's already in the system. Here you're going to see all the classes that you're responsible for teaching listed to your left. I'm going to click on Bible just for presentation purposes. You go ahead and click on whatever your first class is. Once you do that, your student names will populate in, and this is where you're going to be working with your grade book and putting in grades and putting in assignments. This is also where your lesson plan is going to be located. You can access student information, your report cards, calendar. It puts you in contact with the family portal that the parents use, and you have a lot of different information right there at your fingertips. Let's go back up to the top right so we can look at some other features that the LMS has to offer. This is a great tool because it allows you to use your instructional design and incorporate activities into your lesson plan, contact parents, look at medical status. You can do a lot of different things all within this learning management system. So here, the next thing I want you to do is to click on LMS itself. Now, This is a big deal if you are going to have a completely virtual classroom, or if your class is a hybrid where half of the students are in the class, half are at home, or if everyone's in the class but you still want them to have the virtual digital learning feeling and know how to access things from home or on their computer while in class. I did this last year and it worked great. So right here, when you click on the LMS classes, you'll see all the classes that you're responsible for. I'm going to click the same as I did before on Bible. Here's your class wall. On this class wall, you will put everything that you want your students to view. Everything. Your class calendar is going to show you all the assignments that you put in and when they're due. This is how the students will view it as well. When you want to put in discussions or activities where students can work together, whether they're in the classroom or at home, all of that's going to be posted right here inside of your classroom. So when you're moving within your curriculum, say from chapter 1 to chapter 2, you would add the subsequent chapter right here in new unit. And it'll store all this information for you so students are able to go back and review prior units, or they can stay on the current unit, or if they're going to be out. If you're anything like me, you prepare ahead of time and you may have the next unit already available for students. So it makes it really easy for you to give a personalized and differentiated learning processes, because it allows students to kind of work at their own pace. Go ahead and hit your arrow back and let's go back to our learning management classes. Again, this is where all of your classes are going to be, right here. While I have this up, I want to take the opportunity to show you another great feature of this LMS system. Right here is a chat box. If you look at your top right, you're going to click it. If you click the chat box, anyone within your school, if you want to chat with them, you would just type in maybe the first couple letters of their name. I'm going to put my principal in. Phyllis Campbell. I could click on her. It would take me right to her. And then right here, once I clicked her name, a little box will pop up. There I could start typing and send her a message. And it goes right to her inbox. And then when she logs in the next morning or whenever throughout the day, she could go ahead and respond to your message. It's a great feature. We used it a lot doing, I used this a lot during my last school year. Your calendar, I spoke about that when we were inside of the classroom. That's where you can view all the assignments that you have coming up, or on a student level, they'll be able to see what's coming up that's going to be due or in the future, what's due now. Another great feature that this has is email. If you click your email icon, it takes you right to our school portal where you can start an email to any parent, any student right here. You would just need to go to recipients. Well, maybe need to filter out who you wanted to email to. If you wanted to email it to your whole class for training purposes, I'm going to pick the 5th grade. And so all the 5th grade students will populate right in. And then you could go ahead and move all of those students over. And maybe you want to just email all the students. You would come right here and click student. It will populate all of the students' emails in. And then you could go back to compose and compose your email. I personally like to always hit the carbon copy myself. So that way I get a copy of the email that I sent out so I know that it goes through. Let's go back to the 9 squares. All right. The other features within this LMS may not be as useful to teachers, but if you are an administrator or if you're an admin in this training, we'll go over some of these things a little bit later at another training time. I just wanted to get you guys comfortable with logging in, locating things, and now we're going to spend a little bit of time on our own playing around within the LMS, your individual LMSs. When you want to log out of your LMS, all you simply do is hit your initials, go down to the log out, and this is very important if you're not using your personal computer. You want to hit log out, and then when you do, it logs you out of your LMS. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions on how to maneuver within LMS, please don't hesitate to contact me or contact the school's LMS facilitator. You can contact her by email at lms.chcseducation.com, or you can reach her at 770-293-0777. All of this information is posted on lms.renweb.com, or you can go to our school website at cchschool.com. Thank you and have a blessed day.